The following video is made for educational purposes only. Everything you see is just an educational example. It does not constitute financial advice. Results may vary for you. The Memecoin world doesn't slow down. It's all highs and lows. One day you might see insane profits, and the next you're staring at a complete crash. I've lived through both ends of that spectrum, and honestly, I took some hard hits before figuring things out. Over time, those experiences shaped into a reliable system that actually works. In this video, I'll walk you through that system and show you the method I use to launch meme coins so you can start getting results quicker. The real game changer for me was realizing that meme coins don't always have to be treated like quick flips for fast cash. They can actually be handled as legitimate projects worth putting time into. That shift in perspective completely changed my outcomes. These days I mainly focus on fresh launches, and like many others, my first real dive was on Pump Fun. It's where a huge chunk of the activity begins. The challenge, though, is the brutal competition. Just showing up won't cut it. Even with a solid plan, luck plays its part, and you'll probably eat a few losses before landing on a real success. Once I got a taste of Pump Fun's breakneck speed, I realized I wanted an environment with more consistency, and that search brought me to Radium. Let me break down why I prefer it for launching. Radium feels sharper, there's less distraction, more organization, and a design that supports growth over the long run. Pump Fun throws out tokens non-stop, but Radium's pace is steadier. With just a few launches each minute, your project isn't buried under noise. It has a real chance to shine. I tried several approaches before I discovered Moontool.fun, a platform that makes launching on Radium straightforward and reliable. It removes the usual headaches like writing code, so you don't have to wrestle with technical steps. With this tool, getting your coin deployed takes only a few minutes. A couple of clicks and your token is live on the market. In this video, I'll take you through the whole process step by step. Let's jump in. If your meme coin doesn't have a logo, it's already at a disadvantage. The logo is what grabs attention first, and without one that stands out, people are likely to scroll past without a second thought. The more eye-catching or playful your design, the more likely it is to stick. A simple trick is to use memes that are already trending as inspiration. A quick search online will give you more options than you'll ever need. For this walkthrough, I'm going with Brian Griffin. He's everywhere right now, making him the perfect pick. Don't forget to resize it to 128 by 128 pixels and save it before you continue. With the logo ready, it's time to launch your token. The setup is straightforward. Link your wallet, approve the request, and you're most of the way there. A few quick steps later, your token will be live on the market in just minutes. Time to set up the main identity of your token. You'll need a name, a symbol, a short description, and of course, the logo. In this case, I'm calling it Brian Griffin, with the symbol Brian. The description is more important than it looks. It's how you catch attention, whether by being funny, sharp, or just unforgettable. Once all those fields are filled, attach the logo and go to the next step. Now it's time to handle the tokenomics. At first, it might look a little intimidating, but don't stress. There's nothing you actually need to adjust here. The default settings are already good to go, so just hit next and move along. Next, you'll notice some optional add-ons, like a creator tag or a launch page. They might seem cool at first glance, but in reality, they don't do much for the success of your token. Since enabling these costs 0.1 Sol to enable, it's usually better to skip them, save your Sol, and put your energy into the actual launch. Here's where you get the chance to link your token to your socials. It's a smart way to give your project legitimacy and help people discover it more easily. If you've already got accounts lined up, you'd add them here. For this run, I'll leave it blank and keep going with the main process. One of the strongest ways to build trust in your project is by managing the revoke authority settings properly. Think of them like protective locks for your community. Revoke freeze stops anyone from pausing trading. Revoke mint locks the supply so no new tokens can be created. And revoke update prevents any future contract changes, even from you. Since these settings are public, leaving them unchecked can raise red flags. The best move is to switch them all on before launch, securing both credibility and safety for your project. Hitting launch will trigger a confirmation in your wallet. Approve it, move through the prompts, and the blockchain does the heavy lifting. Your token goes live almost instantly. But launching isn't the finish line. Always check your token on SolScan to verify the details. Taking that extra minute helps guarantee everything matches your original setup. Once your token pops up on SolScan, that's your green light. It's live on the blockchain. Here, you'll be able to check out the supply, track market movement, and see every detail under the hood. But don't call it done just yet. there's still one last step ahead. For your token to actually be tradable, you need to add liquidity. Without it, no one can buy or sell. The good news is, this step is quick and easy. Just hit the liquidity button, and I'll guide you through how it works. Clicking the liquidity button will redirect you to Raydium. Begin by connecting your wallet in the top right corner. Select Connect, then choose your provider. After that, it's time to import your token. Copy the contract address from Moontool, paste it into Raydium's token field, and let the system fetch the details. When it appears, click Add User Token and confirm. For this example, with a 1 billion total supply, we'll be allocating 900 million tokens into liquidity. This is where you decide on your quote token, the partner asset your coin will be traded against. On Raydium, Solana is hands down the best pick, with the most liquidity and stability backing it up. After you've chosen Sol, it's time to set how much you'll add to the pool. The higher the amount, the stronger your token's market presence. I usually recommend maxing it, since you can pull the whole thing back later without risk. Just don't drain your wallet. Leave at least 0.2 Sol for Raydium's fees. Next up is your fee tier. I almost always choose 2% because it's proven to deliver the best results. The other tiers are there if you want to experiment, but they rarely match the reliability of 2%. Once you've locked it in, hit Initialize Liquidity Pool, approve the wallet prompt, and your token will be officially tradable on the market. The moment your liquidity pool is set, your token hits the market. Listed on Raydium and visible on platforms like Photon, trading starts instantly, and this is the most exciting part, watching the live market response. I'll pull up the chart so you can see every trade come through and watch your token's path unfold in real time. I usually stick with DEX Screener when tracking tokens. It's simple, reliable, and great for tutorials. To pull up your token, open any chart, copy the contract address from Moontool, and drop it into the URL. You'll see your chart appear right away. Make sure to focus on the liquidity section, since that's where most trades flow through. And remember, bots are always buzzing in the background, so you'll see their activity mixed in too. Hop over to your portfolio on Raydium. It's the central spot for all your tokens and liquidity positions, so monitoring them is simple. You can also check your profits here when you plan to withdraw. Keep in mind, new positions usually pop up under the liquidity tab in about 10 to 15 minutes, so a little delay is totally normal. Here's a time-lapse of the token launch in action. No hard rules exist, and nothing is guaranteed, but patterns emerge fast, making it easier to navigate. Bots move in a flash, and every group of buyers boosts trade volume, liquidity, and market cap. Since profits track liquidity, watching your position on Raydium is essential. When you see it there, that's your signal to make your move, and I'll guide you through it step by step. We've reached the final step of the launch. Head over to the liquidity tab on Raydium and select your LP position. Click the minus sign and slide it all the way to 100%. Don't worry about the numbers at the top. They're not exact for your payout. Just check the Sol amount below. When it looks right, hit Remove Liquidity and confirm in your wallet. Just a quick reminder, this walkthrough is meant for educational purposes and shouldn't be taken as financial advice. Always do your own research and make your own decisions before taking any action. As soon as that alert hits, your earnings start moving straight into your wallet. Open it, give it a moment to refresh, and you'll see the results right away. My gains were modest at first, not massive, but doing this consistently over time really stacks up. To wrap things up, here's a quick disclaimer. This video is purely for educational purposes. I'm not affiliated with Photon, Moontool, DEX Screener, or any of the platforms shown. I'm just sharing the steps I personally follow when launching coins. That said, it looks like an interesting opportunity. If it clicks with you, now could be a good time to explore it yourself.